Yo, quick video. Um, Day 9? No, 8? 9. 9, I think. Anyways, first of all, I ended up crafting the boots. I just kind of want to see how it feels like. It's okay. The main problem is you need Quicksilver with movement speed, and even then, you're basically breaking even. You're kind of bouncing between like 38 to 50%. What do you look? I mean, I can show you actually. Hold on. Oh, it's locked. Yeah, it's bouncing between like 38 and 50% increased movement speed. When you're not channeling, you've got like 180 movement speed, which is nice. But yeah, it's a difficult one to fit in. I ended up so for this one, it's pain in the ass, and it's a bunch of RNG. I don't recommend you craft it. You should probably just buy one instead. But you're going for suffixes, so elevated tailwind, elevated onslaught. The breakpoints for tailwind are 13% and 25% for 9 and 10% tailwind action speed. So you should be aiming for that. But anyway, if you can get those boots elevated, you're hoping for a usable suffix, and you need an empty prefix as well. Once you have an empty prefix, all you need to do is do a suffix can be changed, reforge crit on the haughty bench, and you'll get your elusive on crit. And then I did another suffix can be changed for a for veiled exiled, which is another 50-50. So yeah, there's a lot of RNG involved, and then even the tailwind's just not easy to get. I think on a fugitive boots, I think there were like a couple of div. I used like almost over 1,500 of just ults, just spamming this. I've used bindings and scours, and just couldn't even get tailwind a single time. I ended up elevating elusive as well, kind of by accident, because I had a pair, but you don't want to. You kind of want to go for the onslaught. It's just easy to craft afterwards, even if it's RNG. If you don't care about any other mods and you're kind of willing to take the gamble, then you can take the elevated redeemer elusive, and then you get increased elusive effect as well, which is nice. But yeah, I'm trying to sell these, and I went back to Stampedes, because this just gives me 50% at all times, which isn't amazing, but it's pretty decent, so it's one of those. Gear wise, nothing changed. I need to upgrade my weapon still. I did some more recombinations and they all just failed basically. I'm gonna give up on that, I think. It costs way too much just to do that. Yeah, this the same. Yeah, that's the same. Flasks are the same. I was farming a bunch more today. So, oh yeah, and I did end up dropping a wine from my feed as well. So I'm trying to sell that. See if anyone wants to buy it. Failing that, I did play with it for a couple of maps. It's interesting that you can get conversion to chaos, both what's called Unholy Might, which basically deletes your entire DPS because we are running brutality, so we cannot deal chaos damage. So that's obviously an issue. And there's no real easy way around it. The only way you could run this is if you drop brutality for something else. I don't know, AoE maybe. Even though this is 44% more physical, so it's hard to drop really. But it's an option if you're determined to run the wine. That's an option. Other than that, a bunch of crap. Nothing too interesting. I did some Ubers today. Dropped a couple of bits, don't need to sell that. 31 challenges, getting there. I need to do 2 more witnesses are 70. I need to do a couple of these. T17s 175, 5 scarabs. I thought I did them, but I guess 175. I need to try a bit harder to get that. And yeah, 30 more pinnacles probably, because level 100 is going to be hard. I hit 98 today, just mapping. But yeah, I'll need to work on that. I need Aegon witnesses. I was getting them, but I didn't realize I had to get them from Aegon, so I need to do all of that again. Which one is this? This is Chambers. So yeah, I'll do that afterwards. Yeah, in terms of build, it's decent. It's decent. Cyclone. It's always been decent. The main issue has always been movement speed and AoE really. But at the moment I'm on 45 mil DPS, so a slight increase over before. Tree hasn't really changed. Still versatile. Still going. I'm dropped it down to minus 30 for now, which seems to be enough from what I've seen. And I'm at 65.51. Not a whole lot else has changed. Just a couple points in life, so I'm at 5k now. And there's still some upgrades to do. Like you could get a CB Storm Shard, for example. I should get Forbidden Flash, Forbidden Flame combo, but those are like 50 div each at the moment, which is expensive. And I'm not sure if I can be asked doing it. In terms of purely wealthy exile, it says I'm on 146 div since I bought the mage bot. A lot of it is just in random crap. I've got a ton of scarabs. I need to sell this entire tab. I've got power and leave 33 div. Just scarabs in here. Anyway, for now I'll just show you the map. This is a, what you call it, a poverty strongbox. So we're using everything apart from the containment. And I'm just doing this to farm the T17s really. We can take all of them. We can take all of the searing ones as well. The only ones you really mostly want to watch out for is the regen with endurance charges and the negative res. At this point, I don't really die from res issue. I've run this for quite a while today. Whenever I get a couple of T70s, I just run them, try and roll them as well, and slap a containment in there. It's just a usual boxes strat. But otherwise, all you're doing is just running around, clicking boxes. I've kind of stopped doing the league mechanic. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. I can't be asked to on a map instead. It takes forever. The rewards are garbage, and I've only gotten a single diff so far from the currency ones, and they also like never drop, which is just one of those. I'm not gonna spend currency to gamble at a currency. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, pretty much immortal in T16s. I guess that is a pretty low bar if you have like a mage build and stuff. So in T17s, the only mods I'm really looking out for are the annoying ones like Searing Runes, Drowning Orbs, Volatiles. Not because it can't do them, it's just because I don't want to do them. The annoying, and I don't want to just run back and then basically just lose portals for no reason, just because I want to stop and loot the strongbox and stuff. But yeah, with minus res, it's doable. It drops down to 30%. I could quite easily fill that. I could drop some chaos res somewhere. And I could run these on a full res if I wanted to. And that should be most of them. So yeah, at the moment I'm kind of considering changing the build. That's nice. But I haven't really decided on what I'm doing. I was thinking of a BV, but then BV is basically just Cyclone with extra steps. So I might just go back to KB just because I love the gear. It translates quite easily. Well, Mage Blood and Wine, really. I'll still need most of the other stuff for it, but if I wanted to, it wouldn't cost me too much to transition even right now. Basically just a case of getting a wand, and then I can go into champion KB and go with Celestial Brace for 45 stacking. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, on a T16, usually walk out. This is Uber Strict Filter. You'll usually just walk out with like an inventory. On a T17, you'll have like an inventory 2 or 3 sometimes, depending on the boxes. Let's check this. 2 diff, not bad. Shame, no implicits, but we take those. Wells. I think that's about it. No whole more to say. Yeah. And yeah, the weapons I could buy some dodgy weapon for like, because I've been using this for ages now. It's not amazing. It's a like T4 flat, T2%, and that's basically it. Crit, I don't even need that much anymore, and then attack speed, so it's 3.5 mods. And the problem is if I wanted to buy something, let's check the site. If I want to buy something decent, oh no, this is fractures. Do I not have? Where is it? This one. So about 45. Actually, this is missing a point. Where did I allocate it? Oh yeah, I gave myself reduced. Actually, I just imported. Fuck it. Cyclone 5. Yeah, 44.5, 98. And in terms of items, if I search, get recent, this. I don't know, 50 div. No mirrors, no corrupted. I have a look. I think I've seen before it was about 30 or 40 div, and it's basically like 40% DPS upgrade. Yeah, so 49 div, which I could buy right now, is basically another 16 mil of DPS, which is what it would bring me up to 60 mil. And this is kind of what you're after. You might want to get the chosen impale, but otherwise this is fine. Oh, actually this is -3 sockets. I wouldn't get this. Yeah, that's better. And it even has the Blood Rage, which is okay. It would mean you can drop a socket. So I could go back to the previous cast when damage shaken, a Mortal Call, then suck in a Desecrate permanently instead of the swap. But yeah, 50 div. It's good, but I'm not sure if I want to commit that much to this build at the moment. Just because Cyclone and this version specifically is somewhat slow, and I like to go fast. Yeah, I don't know. It's an option. Oh yeah, this is a chart. I just spent a couple of this buying some random crap and liquidating as well. But since Mage Blood, so around here, 100 div. Yeah, oh yeah, thereabouts 100 div over 2 days. Mostly doing boxes. And I don't refresh too often, so you'll see like spikes, and then every now and then I sleep, obviously. So yeah, like during the day, during this farm, yeah, about 3 div an hour. Today, about 5 div an hour. Mixing in some T17s and stuff as well, and then mostly just selling off anything I can find. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'll keep playing. Get my challenges done, at least phase 6. It shouldn't take too long. I need to do some legions for this one. I need to do the 2 invitations, which shouldn't take too long, but that's just Aegon, and this is like 4 maps. It should be easy. I need to spend essences, probably, and I might just use a fracture knob, just on some gamble item, I suppose. We'll see. And that'll get me to, what, 33? No, 34. And then I just need to pick something that's easy enough. Yeah, anyway, I think that's it for now. Good luck, have fun. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Bye, y'all.